EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Mike Tirico Grigolton with you here in Western PA. What a place to start the season. New head coaches as well. Falcons and Steelers begin the 2026 campaign. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a carry for Dowdle. 15 yards. That starts the season in style. It's a first down.
15 yards.
Nice first down run there from Rico Dowdle. And, you know, Mike, I think he's a bit of an underrated back. Went over 1,000 yards each of the past 2 seasons. 1 year with the Cowboys, and that last year with the Panthers. So maybe not the flashiest guy, but he feels like a really good fit in Pittsburgh.
On first down, here's Aller. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
To throw on 2nd down is they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. It's scooped up by the Falcons. And they'll be set up here inside the 40-yard line. Well, sometimes the offense tries to make a little too much. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Aller. He'll let this one go deep. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. And they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He is tough to bring down. They finally do. Somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. From the gun, here is Penix. Looking middle, and he's got Branch. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on 4th down. On is Bailey, and he sends it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Now Dowdle. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Out of the gun, Allard. That's taken in, and it's Rico Dowdle. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3. That shotgun snap, back to Allard. That one caught the rookie, Jeremy Bernard. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. So now they'll pitch it out here. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line.
A.J. Terrell on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. at the Falcons' 5-yard line.
They'll run with Dowdle. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop in for no gain at the 4.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Allen now on 3rd down. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that one's going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Penix. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long. Now Penix. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he looks past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Aller. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
For the Steelers.
We'll send out the punt team, and the kick's away. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now They'll start from the 24. Dotson, the man in motion. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll take this to about the 28. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
This will be a 2nd down and 6. London brought in motion. On 2nd down, here's Penix. Left side in the hands of London. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. And the lefty Penix on 1st down. He finds Jahan Dotson. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. A pickup of 44 yards. This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here comes 2nd and 4. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Penix. That's into the hands of Brant. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll go. It's Robinson, and he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for him, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Here's Aller now on second down. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again, 1st and 10. On the toss, they'll run, and he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jalen Walker taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign. Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. From the gun here on 3rd down, Aller. This one complete to Washington. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. See what they have for 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Aller. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
You know, Mike, you think back to Michael Pittman's time in Indianapolis, twice going over 1,000 yards in his 6 seasons with the Colts. But, you know, they decided it was time to move on. Pittsburgh jumped at the...
That is pulled in. It is Pittman for the Steelers touchdown.
Touchdown, Steelers.
That's the way to get your career started. Week 1 for the rookie. And he throws a touchdown. Greg, this is what they wanted when they took him in the draft.
Well, think back to the draft, Mike. There was a lot of speculation on where all these quarterbacks would end up falling and rising and end up settling with their franchise. And I can tell you, from talking to them this week, they think they have their man. And I'll tell you what, that's a good confidence boost here early for the young rookie.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson.
Complete to Bijan Robinson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing is Penix. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
3rd time punt team has been summoned in this first half. Kicks away. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Steelers first down.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 to score as the 3rd quarter begins. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. On the handoff, it's Robinson. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. The return starts from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Drive will start on the ground, and he does not want to go down. Somehow turn that into a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing, Aller. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On first and 10, it's Penix. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
See what they have for second and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. The second down throw is incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but it can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
So, after two straight incompletions, here's third and 10. They'll run it here with Robinson. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Well, no surprise that Bijan picks up that first down, and the Falcons offense continues to run through him, and for good reason. And he might be one of the best all-round players in the league. Led the NFL in yards from scrimmage a season ago, and wouldn't be surprised to see him near the top again this year.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll bring up second down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it, because it could have been even a bigger play.
Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive, and then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
And on second down, here's Aller. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air, but they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Throwing on third down, Aller. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1 3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Accelerating toward midfield. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Through the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Atlanta.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Open space inside the 10. Bijan Robinson into the end zone for Atlanta. Touchdown for the Falcons. Folk now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Steelers 7.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's a carry for Dowdle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
The tackle made by Jesse Bates. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. This is 3rd and 6. That shotgun snap, back to Aller. That is caught right side by Bernard. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, See if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. He's to the 25, and they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard rusher a year ago and looking good to start this season as well.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Pass was intended for Kyle Pitts.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here is Penix.
Penix's pass intended for
Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Here's Penix. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel them. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
That's caught left side by Pitts. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll begin the 4th by giving it to Robinson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. They run over center with Robinson. And nothing doing here. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now Penix. That's Hooper open right side. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Now Robinson. Finding space at the 15. And he will score again. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1.
Makes the score Falcons.
And this impressive week 1 performance continues as they add yet another touchdown.
I just can't stress how impressive this performance has been today, Mike. I mean, not only on week 1 to find yourself on the road, but to really dominate and have the efficiency early in the season offensively. And you could tell they were prepared coming into the start of this season, and boy, have they showed it.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. Whoa! Rico Dowdle! And he will score! Game on! Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. His kick is good. And the Steelers draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Steelers 14.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap. Oh, they get the takeaway they needed. It is intercepted. Picked off by Rayshon Jenkins.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Aller. Now a screen set up for Dowdle. And he is not going to get away. That one blown up in the backfield.
A loss of 2 yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league. and it results in a negative play.
From the shotgun, here's Allen. Hit as he throws. That one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good third down stop, and it sets up fourth down.
52-yard attempt.
This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
Yeah, all right, so it's going to help a little bit, but, I mean, take a look here, Mike. With the score, with the time, you find yourself down in the fourth quarter and kicking field goals. I'm not sure, other than just getting you a little bit closer, it feels like that drive was touchdown or bust.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. From the gun, it's Penix. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And now it's fourth down. The Falcons getting their punch right there, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, here's Allen. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Pass looking for Michael Pittman. Doesn't find him. It'll be 2nd down. Now, Dowdle. The defense all over that one. They'll come up with a stop, and it's no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. Out of the gun, Aller. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. And fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second
and
half.
6.
Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 37 yards. Here is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Rico's Dowdle. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener.
Chris Boswell.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Robinson. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
Out wide, that's Robinson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now, Folk on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons have taken a 4-point advantage.
28, Steelers 24. Nick Folk
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Aller. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. Not there. Net at the line of scrimmage. No gain. The Steelers use one of their timeouts. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. Second and 10. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign.